citizenships, retirements, and Warsaw Cup, and so much more. Join me as I dive into Olympic season happenings. But first, don't forget to like, share, hype, and subscribe for more figure skating related content. All right, y'all, let's just dive right into it. Christina Carreira on November 20th, 2025 was granted U.S. citizenship. So this should make her path to the Olympics a little bit easier, though there will still be a battle at nationals. Justin Dillon was on a run through, actually a live run through that I got to see in person. He mentioned that they pick their selection based upon, well, there's a whole criteria, but one of the things he mentioned was based upon placements of challengers and Grand Prix assignments, and the Shibatanis got 5th and 6th at their Grand Prix assignments this year, and Christina and Anthony got 4th and 5th, so it is a tight race right now. And in other news, what happened to Anthony's passport? That is a man who's definitely traveled a lot, let me tell you. The Empress, wonderful Elizaveta Tuktamysheva from Russia announced her retirement. And I knew it was coming. Like, you can just, especially how she hasn't got to skate internationally. But it still hurts. It's still sad. She has just such a personality and such grit. It makes me sad, but she has been involved in coaching, so maybe we'll still see her in the kiss and cry. But I still adore her, and I love how, outspoken she is. I miss her skating so much. As many of y'all know, Starr Andrews announced that she is switching to pairs. I'm intrigued to see who ends up being her partner. There's lots of rumors that her boyfriend could end up being her partner, but I haven't seen anything that's been announced or anything that's been from a source that would be in the know. Nina Pinzarrone skated in Belgium Nationals. Apparently she was the only skater. This makes me hopeful that she is on the mend and that we will get to see her in the Olympics. Alena Kostornaia landed a triple throw. So it looks like she is on her way back to doing pairs elements after giving birth. She is still the skater to me that got away. I still think of the 2020 Worlds and mourn for our Kostornaia. Young Yu has restored her triple axel. So I know that the South Korean ranking competition is actually coming up pretty soon. It's going to be from the 27th to 30th, and this will help determine Olympic spots. This is going to be a bloodbath, 100%. I think it's going to be streamed on YouTube. I'll link their past streams below so that maybe by the time you watch this, or you can subscribe to the YouTube link and see if when the competition starts, if it will have the links. Audrey, Shin, and Balazs, they were visited. It almost feels like I'm saying from Santa Claus visiting. So they were visited by Tessa Virtue, who helped them with their new short program for Moulin Rouge. So I'm intrigued to see what that will look like, and I guess we'll get to see it at nationals. I don't think they have any competitions here on out, maybe some of the smaller ones or challenger series, so I need to look into that. Oh, and earlier, how I was talking about Kostornaia, another blast from the past of the 3A is Trusova posted landing a triple Lutz triple toe. I feel like we're going to be in an interesting universe where, and this is just me potentially being half silly, half real, we're going to end up in an alternate universe where maybe if Russian skaters are allowed to go to the next Winter Olympics, could there be an Alexander Trusova there? And could there be a Kostornaia there for pairs? Hear me out. That would be a wild ride. And I know part of that is just me being silly. There is a documentary, and I feel like it's been recorded for quite a while, for Jacob Sanchez. It seems like they started following him in 2014 and up until this year about his Olympic dreams. It is such a heartwarming documentary. You just get to see how supportive his family is. And I remember at nationals this year, I was seated near his family, and I cannot tell you, just the pride from them was just beaming off of them. So what you see in a documentary, just from what I saw in real life, a snippet, seems to be legit, like just such wonderful people. It looks like Mikhail Shaidorov from Kazakhstan has returned to his short program from last year, so to Dune. I thought if anything, he would have switched out maybe his free skate. I don't know if this is just a comfort thing. Like, I don't think switching to program's going to help kind of the stamina issues that we've seen, but I do think his Dune really did build up a moment, and so that's probably what he's looking for, to go into the free skate with maybe a short program that's just been better received, so maybe that will give him higher scores going into the free skate, if that makes sense. And real quickly, I'm just going to briefly touch on Warsaw Cup. I'm not going to do a full detailed analysis. It is, for those of y'all in America, you know that it is Thanksgiving week, so I am going to be a little bit more brief while talking about this competition. One of the highlights for me is Sara-Maude Dupuis' success. So she landed her triple axel. It wasn't perfect, but that triple axel is getting more and more comfortable in competitions, and she won Warsaw Cup by like 13 points. And she also earned her personal best in her free skate, 119.43, and her total score was a personal best, 185.66. So this should make nationals really freaking interesting. So it looks like Maddie Schizas, her personal best was 188.60 at Finlandia Trophy. So very, very close. So it'll be interesting if Sara-Maude Dupuis pulls out the triple axel perfectly at nationals. It might make a case to send her over Maddie. This is another nationals that's going to be like a nail biter. And Katia Korokova was supposed to skate in this competition, but her luggage from Lake Placid to Poland got lost. So what it sounds like is she went to the competition anyway, knowing that fans would be there and that people had gifts waiting for her. So unfortunate for her, but it looks like she still had a good time regardless. And in ice dance, Lopareva and Brissaud came in first place. No surprise there, although that is a very quick turnaround from Skate America. I don't know why these things always surprise me. Lim and Ye Quan. And they had a new personal best, breaking 190. And in third place was Caroline Green and Michael Parsons. Unfortunately for Caroline Green and Michael Parsons, there was a major hiccup to where she ended up wiping out on her first twizzle for their free dance, and they actually came in 7th for the free dance. And so what helped them is they were originally in 2nd place after the rhythm dance, but it's worrisome for them because all these competitions matter. Of course, they got in 3rd place here, and I know some of the criteria is Challenger Cups, but we'll see how they do at Nationals. This is the 2nd time they've had chaos with their twizzles. And Deanna Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps from Canada came in first. And now their short program was probably the best that I've seen for quite a bit. Their free skate felt like a chaotic mess. Hopefully they tighten that up a bit before the Grand Prix final, because that's along the horizon. And yeah, that just wasn't good. They may need that side-by-side boot camp that I've been joking about. All right, y'all. For those in America, happy Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Don't forget to like, share, hype, and subscribe for more figure skating related content.